All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's good to see you one more time. As always, hapa ni Tubonge Talk Show, Kenya's top online show right here at PCEA Thome YouTube page. Good to see you. Make sure you like, make sure you invite a friend, share, make sure you comment. Ule guest unataka kuona, topic unataka tuongee, hii ni PCEA Thome Tubonge Talk Show. And today, I have a sizzling hot guest for you, ready to talk to you, ready to introduce themselves, an amazing person. We have a hot show lined up for you. Are you ready? We are ready on this side. And without further ado, may you introduce yourself and tell us who you are. How can you describe yourself? Yeah.
My name is Carol Wangari. I'm a designer. I'm an interactive media designer. Did technology and design in Tuk. Strong will.
And Tuk is Technical University.
Tuk is Technical University of Kenya. Yeah, strong will, determined. Yeah, strong, confident.
Amazing,
all that.
amazing. That's Carol for you. Carol chosen and I'm Chege chosen. I'm just saying, but don't draw any conclusions. But we thank God, we thank God. Carol, maybe you can tell us what has your journey been, and when you look back, how was it growing up, and in your family mko wangapi, and how has it been? Yes.
I'm an only child in my family, so I was like that baby girl of the family.
All right.
And through the journey, nimekuwa mtoto. I don't have like first cousins.
Okay.
Like my first cousins right now, they are really small.
All right.
So I was the first grandchild of my grandma.
Okay.
So I was really treated like a baby girl.
Okay.
And that has been my journey. I've been having a soft life, you know.
All right.
Soft life. Yeah. I
Okay.
went to Blueview Academy.
All right.
In primary school.
Yeah.
Where I grew my confidence from there.
Yeah.
I was a scout leader.
Okay.
I became what's this called? Prefect.
Yeah.
And later in class 7, I became deputy head girl.
Wow. That's now in Blueview?
In Blueview Academy,
Academy, all right.
I did class 8.
Yeah.
I went to Thero Girls.
Okay.
Thero Girls in Form 1.
Yeah.
I was chosen to become a class rep.
All right.
And through the journey of leadership,
Okay.
I became a scout leader again.
All right.
And in Form 3, I
Okay.
was chosen by a county commissioner
Okay.
to become the leader in the Nairobi County
Okay.
for the scouts. In the county for the high schoolers.
Okay.
Yeah, so I kind of met so many people. I met like Ida Odinga in a campaign for cancer awareness.
All right.
Still in high school. I became president when I was in Form 4.
Okay.
And yeah, it has been good, yeah.
All right. It looks like quite a journey for you.
Yeah.
In high school, wale motivational speaker ukuja and they speak, and maybe you go through identity kujijua. What was your high school like, and what inspired you, and how did you discover yourself in high school?
In high school, I was really active actually, but I really liked drawing, artwork, painting, and when I was in Form 2, that is when I discovered myself, because I had this friend of mine who used to tell me, ebu nichore, you know those graphics, ya kwenda funky, ebu nichore ijina. So people used to come to me to draw for them their graphics, ya kwenda now funky, those two right. small letters. So at that time I realized, hey, I can actually draw. So I discovered my passion in design at that moment. And all through I went on drawing. I told my mom I want books for drawing, and she bought them for me, and she was really supportive. Actually, in my design journey, she has always been supportive. Whatever I want, I get. So I used to draw a lot. I sell sometime, and sometimes I put them on the walls. And when people come, hey, umechora hii, hebu nipatie.
All right.
Yeah, and when I finished high school, I did not really want to become a designer per se. I really wanted to become an engineer.
All right.
Engineer was like in my soul. Like I did physics, and those apparatus really used to really amuse me, and my teacher told me, yeah, you're going to become a great engineer. So in my high school life, I really wanted to become an engineer. I did not really want to become a designer. But when I was called to do engineering for the first semester, I did engineering, it was good. But then when the semester ended, I looked back and said, this is not really what I wanted to feel like.
All right.
Doing that engineering.
Okay.
So I went to the dean and said, mimi hii engineering,
Yeah.
ni kama haiwezi.
All right.
So I looked back and said, na nikiweza fanya design.
Yeah.
What will it bring to the table?
All right.
So the second semester, I did not go back to engineering class. I went to technology and design. And the first lesson was really amusing. They were drawing leaves and drawing things outside. Like you just pick something outside and then you draw.
Okay.
And then they teach you the terminologies of how to draw it, how for it to become a 3D image. And really, this really made me fascinated, and I was really, really happy doing it. And I was like, this is actually what I wanted to feel like when I do something in campus.
Yeah.
And I took that during campus. I majored in graffiti and computer stuff. I majored in interactive media design, which I actually do until now. Yeah.
Interactive media design. So, mwenye natuwatch by the way, thank you so much. Najua mko hapo mnatuangalia, tunashukuru sana. And we thank every media team. Najua tunakuwa na team kubwa yenye na make sure kila kitu iko poa. We thank everybody. Now, ukiwa hapo, please make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you comment. It is good to see you. Now we want to go to the more fun part of it. We were just into the serious. We want to go to the fun part of it and maybe the more interactive part of it. Now, nataka kujua, what is your take? Because hapa kutoka adolescence age, hapo teens age, hapo ni mtu anaanza kuwa na attraction, feelings. I want to talk about relationships for a couple of minutes right here. And we want to know, for you, what has your journey been? What have you learned from your own journey and from your friends? Can you tambia msee yako hapo anajiuliza, bado ndio nataka kujua, what is love about? How should I go about it? Mimi napenda God lakini sijui venye nitajua history ya love. Unaweza mwambiaje? What can you say about it? And maybe you can put your mic closer because of the sound. Yeah.
Relationships are a thing of right now, and it's just a normal occurrence. Like inakupatanga tu hata ukiwa class 7 unajipata huyu deskmate wangu ni kama anakaa kama mrembo. Yeah, so when you grow up you get into more details, and there's only one thing I always tell people about relationships: standard. Always have your own standard when you go or venture, or when you feel you're right enough, or when you feel that you want to be with someone. Have that standard. And what do I mean? People really settle for less out here, and there's a difference between settling on and settling for. Settling for is actually settling for less, like accepting someone with their bad behaviors and accepting to be treated wrongly and accepting that all that you accept because you're settling for. So you're settling for less. And then there's settling on. Settling on is choosing what you really want. And when you go into a relationship and when you have chosen what you want, that this gives you control over that relationship. Yeah. And so you are able to confidently talk out what you really want, how you want to be treated. These are my standards and these are my boundaries. And when someone doesn't reach or doesn't meet you halfway, you can always confidently walk out. And walking out is something that is really hard for people out here, and people are really stuck in toxic relationships because they don't have the confidence of saying, well, this is not, they are not meeting my standards, and they are infringing my rights, and I'm not happy. But because of what that person is bringing to them and how they make them feel for a very short time, now they how can I put it? They judge according to how they feel about that person. But really, you should judge by how that person really makes you feel. And when you get that difference, you're able to confidently get out of that relationship and walk out straight up, facing up, without any regrets.
Okay. Now, kuna hii famous saying. Hii saying usema that sahi unajua watu most young people, especially some ladies, wanasema mwanaume si sura ama miaka, mwanaume ni wallet.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, kabisa, kabisa.
Hey, I know when you say that unajua penye inamaanisha.
Yeah, yeah.
So what do you think? Mwanaume ni wallet. What's your take on that? What can you tell that young person who's there, whether ni jamaa ama ni dame, mtu mwenye anasema mwanaume ni wallet, unaweza semaje?
What I can say is money is not a need, but it's a requirement in a relationship. For me to fall in love with someone, I don't see their wallet. But for the relationship to grow and for me to feel nice, to be taken out, money is a necessity in that relationship. It's not a need, but it's a necessity.
So in other words, you're saying it's not a priority?
Yeah, it's not a priority.
But it's a factor
Yeah, it's a
that
factor.
needs to be taken care of.
Yeah, yeah.
But it should not be the main thing.
Yeah, it's not a main thing, but it's a factor, yeah.
If it is not the main thing, what is the main thing?
The main thing is actually the feeling themselves and how that person actually makes you feel when you're with them. And if they are helping you grow in some certain points in your emotional, how they are making you feel, are they making you grow from where they found you? Are they making you a better person?
All right.
Yeah.
So in other words, I'm hearing you right is that your connection is what matters, and also your friendship,
your friendship,
and what you share, and the values that you share.
Yeah.
For you, as an example, what are those things which are no for you? When these things come, you're like, list ukiwa na hii wewe z, in terms of your value system or whatever. What you feel like, ikiwa hapo, no, we can't connect.
Maybe I'm very petty with things. Like I'm very petty. I'm actually the most pettiest person. Like if you're not talking like correct language, that's a turn off for me.
All right.
If you're texting like vulgar language and you're texting or short forming your words, that's a turn off for me.
So you're very keen on details.
Yeah, I'm very keen on details. Umechoma, left man.
All right. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, let's come back. Let's shift the gear. At least talk a bit about relationships. I want to shift the gear a little bit. Life is full of ups and downs. What's that part in your life where you look back? You feel this was a dark patch in your life. You told us you are a single kid, yani ulikuwa mtoi peke yako.
Yeah.
Many people may think, unapata kila kitu, but I know there's a downside toward it. So in your journey, when you look back, what are those dark moments where you look back and you're like, wow, you even didn't think you'll make it out of it. When you look back, what is that dark moment that you can remember?
I had this one friend. She was my best friend for the longest time.
Yeah.
And when we finished high school, she had applied for a scholarship to Canada.
Yeah.
So she went to Canada. And 1 month down the line, I got a call and I was told she got an accident.
All right.
And she passed on.
What?
And that really hit me hard.
You in the same school? Ama, where were you with her?
We lived together and we went to the same primary school.
So the same home, the same primary school.
Yeah. Yes, she was like my bestest friend. Like she was my sister because I never had any siblings, and that was a void in my life that I had.
Yeah.
So she filled like that void.
Okay.
So when she went, I got a call and she was called Joanne.
Yeah.
And she left and she got an accident. And
all right. She was alone or the family, or what happened?
No, she was alone. She had gone for the scholarship, so she was just there for education.
All the way in Canada?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got a call, Joanne, alipata accident.
Yeah.
She died on the spot.
All right.
There was no even injury or she died in the hospital. She died on the spot, and that really hit me hard. I almost got into a depression. I stayed in the house like for 1 month without outside interaction.
Wow.
And that was how I lost a lot of kilos. I was even admitted. And that was one of my darkest moments until now. And
wow.
Thinking about it changes me.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
How did you heal out of it? How did you cope? There's nothing tougher than inner pain and inner battles. So how did you cope with it? How did you get out of, because I can hear you even by the way you're explaining it, it was the depth of pain.
Yeah.
Now from the depth of pain, how did you move on? How did you cope? Although we say in grief, there's never getting out of it. It's getting better but not getting out of it. So how did you get better?
I visited a psychiatrist. She's my friend. She's like a bit older, so she used to come and give me counseling, like everyday counseling, and showing me like, hey, it's not the end of the world. She's just gone, but she's here with you at heart. And thinking about that helped me a bit let go of putting people out, because I had put a wall between me and the world.
Yeah.
And because I thought that she was my world.
Yeah.
But then the psychiatrist told me like, there's a bigger world out here. There are other people who will love you. There are other people who are going to give you more experiences in this life, more than she could ever do. And that really helped me. And trusting in God sometimes. I used to like pray. I was consistent, because asking God, hey, why will you do that to me? Because she was like my only strength in this life. So like I was like really questioning God. But after some time, God healed you, because time heals so many wounds. So after some time, I learned to let go of the pain, the anger, and all that, and I started embracing the outside world again.
My goodness. I'm so I'm sure someone is watching us. Kuna mtu anawatch hapo hivyo na ameweza kuconnect na story yako, and they relate. They've been maybe through a loss, or they've been through a pain that they've gone through. Maybe wamelose mtu anapenda, ama wamepitia situation ngumu. Wewe mwenye unatuona, I'm sure you've listened to her, the pain that she went through. Probably umepitia pain kama hiyo. But our message is one for you today. There is a tomorrow. There is a hope for you. You don't have to give up. God can turn around situations. You know, take heart. Jipe nguvu. You want to flip the story. Now look at the other side. What is that part of your life when you remember? Unaangalia unakumbuka, this was an amazing part of your journey. Unakumbuka tu, you're like, this is the highlight of my life. I would want to live this moment again. What is that moment you look back, you're like, wow, I missed this moment, like it was the best moment of your life?
The best moment was when I was in an art gallery, because I love art. I go to art galleries most of the time, and it was here in Adams where I met a very fantastic artist.
All right.
And that day it changed my life, because he talked to me, and I really felt like art is actually a thing, because he's those people who are like role model. And when I looked at his art, like I want to be here. And when I got the chance to like really interact with him, he's called John. And he really changed my life, and he talked so much about how art works, about the market, about the industry, and how it works. And he made me who I am today, and now I can quantify my work. Because when you're doing art, you don't really know how to quantify your work. So he really taught me how to be into the industry and quantify my work.
Amazing. So art is your world.
Art is my world.
Maybe as we conclude, kindly tell that one message that you may want. Mtu anatuangalia, amekuwa hapo, amesikia jani yako, umekuwa captain, umekuwa president wa shule, umefanya interactive media at Technical University, umepitia these challenges, you've told us about how that loss was painful. Mtu amesikia hiyo jani yako yote. Na sasa, what's that one word unataka kumwambia as we conclude?
The only thing I always say is, you are good enough. Wherever you are, whoever you are, no matter how the situation is, you are good enough.
Amazing. You are good enough. Somebody tweet that. Somebody retweet that. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Tubonge to Youth Talk Show right here. Thome live right here at the PCA Thome YouTube page. Make sure you like, subscribe, share with a friend manze. Make sure talk show ina come through venye inafaa. Alafu pale hivyo kwa comment section andika ule guest unataka kuja hapa, andika ile topic unataka tuongelee na najita kwa poa. Leo tumebonga relationships. Unataka tuongee about nini ingine? We can talk about mental health, we can talk about business, we can talk about many other things. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm your host Chege Chosen. God bless you. Asante sana. Tubonge Youth Talk Show. Bye.